What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a hump day edition of Morning Scone. Presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Awesome peeps. Hope y'all are having a spectacular day so far today. Hope all of your wishes and dreams are coming true. Hope you had great restful sleep and that everyone in your world is doing just fantastic. Saw a buddy of mine on Twitter today, John Neighbors, who hosts The Morning Rush up in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I go on his show from time to time. John's first tweet this morning was, what makes you mad right now? I didn't reply, but I'm going to. Nothing. Blessed, awesome day to be alive. Quit worrying about what makes you mad. Worry about what makes you happy and thrilled. And now you know the rest of the story. Let's see. Kirk Taylor, good morning. Cody Diblin. Hey, Matt, what's going on with 100.3 in New Orleans? It doesn't work anymore. Cody, thanks for checking, man. I have tried my best to answer this question to every single person. I have answered every single person who's asked over the last 3 weeks or so. They are replacing a 30-foot section of the tower for 100.3 FM. The damaged section has been removed. Now they need to put the new section on. Connect. Karnak. Elmo. What do you want? Do you want Elmo? Oh. Whoa. Excuse me. We're going to use our words. You say, Daddy, I want more. More. You want Elmo? Do you want Twinkle? Innovation. Okay, thank you for asking. We can go watch Innovation. For sure we can. Okay, let's go find Innovation. Thank you for asking, Drew. So, Cody. Oh, there it was. There's Innovation. Restart the new Innovation. All right, so Cody, to your question. Come back in here now. Somebody's been moving chairs this morning. Cody, to your question. So they're replacing a 30-foot section of the tower for 100.3. And it's just one of those projects where safety is going to be at a premium because you're dealing with heights and a lot of electrical work and things like that. And so when bad weather has come through, it's delayed the project. The high winds delayed the project. That awful rain a couple Sundays ago delayed the project. So every time that happens, it delays the project. So that's why it's been pushed back. I was hoping it was going to be done last Monday, and then I was told it was going to be done this Monday. Now I'm told probably next Monday. So fingers crossed, man. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. In the meantime, I mean, the great thing about it is so many people have asked. So I know people are listening, which is awesome. But, yeah, it's a bummer, man. Scott Rodriguez, good morning. Kirk Taylor, Brian Wynn, Derek Thomas, what's up? James Tyrone back in Nashville. John Malassaw, good morning. Everett Email, Brian Wynn, Anthony Gugliuzza, Bob Kubrick, Dusty, Micah, Jacob. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? So Tigers lose last night to ULL. How y'all feel about it? Is everybody bumming? Everybody freaking out this morning? Another midweek game. Alvino, good morning, dude. Give us an update on your progress. If y'all didn't know, Alvino is aiming to lose 80 pounds. So cheering for him along his path. Hey, Cheryl, Steven, good morning. Let's see. Kirk says, the sun came up today. I'm proud of those young guys pitching last night. Phenomenal performance. A shame the guy you depend on couldn't close it out. You know what, Kirk? I'll put it to you this way. So for those that missed it, innovation. That is innovation. You want innovation fast? Huh? That is innovation. Hey, do you want innovation? Hey, Drew, do you want innovation fast? Okay, I can do that. That is innovation. Anyway, The thing about Vetmeyer, look, he clearly didn't have it last night, but even still, one of the homers he gave up was up and in. Bad spot. Drew? The second one he gave up, though, was a really good pitch, man. It was a breaking ball. It stayed low. The guy just went down and swatted it. I mean, he just yanked it. Like, the other team is okay to put a good swing on a pitch from every now and again. And that's what that kid did. I mean, you kind of tip your cap because Vetmeyer didn't make a bad pitch on the second one. Hey.
A big wolf.
The big bad wolf.
Big wolf.
Baseball. Do you love baseball?
Elmo.
And Elmo.
Oh, no.
Hey. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, do you want to say hi? Hey, do you want to say hi to Dad's show? You want to say hi to Dad's show? Putting our feet on the desk now?
Michael, come.
Did you see Michael and Catherine yesterday? Are they your friends? Michael is Drew's friend from Abilities, and Catherine is one of the student workers there at Abilities who's trained in to become an OT. And he loves Michael and Catherine. He gets to see them on Thursday, but he got to see them yesterday too, didn't you? Right?
Mimi house.
Clap hands for Mimi's house. Mimi's house has Mickey Mouse. Yay! Hondi ball. Clap hands.
Mimi house.
Clap hands for Mimi's house. Mimi's house has Mickey Mouse. Elmo. Oh, we forgot to hit the share button, Drew.
Elmo.
Hey, clap hands for Elmo comes home. Elmo plays clap hands for Droopy alone. Oh.
I love it.
Awesome. So, I'm not so mad at Vetmeyer. Like, some days you go out there and you don't have your best stuff. Like, on Sunday against Mizzou, Fontenot's been great this year. Fontenot got touched up a little bit on Sunday. Gave up a couple of runs. It happens. Like, some days you go out and you don't have your best stuff. Clap hands. The greatest reliever in the history of the game blew a Game 7 of the World Series. It happens. So I'm not even mad about that. Hey. What, baby? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sunny day.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do Dad's show with me? Let's talk to the people. Let's do Dad's show. But in that game, so Peterson comes out 7 pitches in the first inning, looked awesome. But they were going to go 1 pitcher per inning. They were going to use 9 pitchers. So next they bring out Chase Costello. Walks the first guy, walks the second guy. Like, base hit, run scores, sac fly, run scores. It's like Chase Costello's inability to throw a strike puts LSU down 2-0.
Michael Catherine.
Will Rapole comes out. First guy. Walks him. Now that guy ultimately comes home because Brock Mathis has a brain fart. And guys, Brennan Brose on third is the fastest guy on the team who played at LSU. They all know him. Guy on first steals second. Brock Mathis throws through to second. Bro breaks for the plate and scores. Steals home. Like, first of all, Brock Mathis, you've thrown out like one guy all year. You're not getting the guy at second. And the fastest guy on the fastest guy on their team is standing on third base. As soon as you let go of that ball, he's gonna score. Attach. I don't know which one attach is, bud. Okay. Let's watch this and then attach. Anyway. So, like, that gave up another run. Josh Smith made a throwing error. It's short. Just, like, some uncharacteristic stuff. Like, just walking guys and errors. Like, the thing with Vetmeyer, like, I don't mind if other guys make plays sometimes. And, like, God put a good attach. You know, guy put a good swing on Vetmeyer's pitch. Okay. Happens. Like it does. It just happens. Garza had a double and got on base with a hit by pitch. Then in his last at bat, he was 3-pitch strikeout. Fastball away, off speed inside, breaking ball down and away, swing and miss, sit down. I mean, like, bruh, what are you doing? Anyway. So, good news is you didn't have to use Beck or Fontenot. Everybody you used yesterday can come back and pitch on Thursday. So you have a full deck of cards on Thursday. You're very likely going to start Mikhail Hilliard against Florida. Supposedly Reed could have played last night, so fingers crossed they can play him on Thursday against Florida. They need his bat back. It doesn't sound as promising for Watson, which sucks because you'd love to have him in there. We just thought, otherwise you have to have somebody step up in this lineup. Beloso last night had 4 RBI, had the 3-run bomb, and then the RBI single. Nice to see him show some emotion, man. They need that. Maybe he's that guy that becomes that spark plug. But the thing is, man, you kind of have to be a good player to be the emotional leader guy, right? To be the rah-rah guy. When it's a guy that's scuffling, it's hard for that guy to be your rah-rah, pump-you-up guy. I think some of those guys have it in them. They just got to play better. Let's see. Brian Wynn. Every day topside is a great day. Be happy. Go Tigers. Amen. Charlie Cavell. What's up? Kevin Graham. AJ Holland. I got to hit the share button. Let's do that. I'm going to hit the share. Hopefully y'all will do it as well. As always, Brock is tagged in this post. If you like the Brock page, that's huge for us. And, if you need an orthopedist, go see Brock. They're the best. All the LSU team docs, all Brock docs. It's good enough for the Tigers. Good enough for you and me. Let's see. AJ Holland. Good morning. Any news on the meeting yesterday? What?
Attach.
Which one is attached, buddy? Is that? Attach. Okay. We're going to have to see. Hold on. I don't remember which one attached. See attached, Drew. You're going to have to help Daddy and tell him which one you want. Okay. Okay, Drew, let's see. Which one is attached? Okay, let's go find Sesame Street. Okay, which one do you want, Drew? I don't know which one. He wants this one where the word of the day is attach, and I have no idea what episode that is. I'm hoping he sees something else that he wants, and he just says, oh, blah, blah, blah. Not literally blah, 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 but, the one that he wants. Let's see. I think somebody asked me about the meeting yesterday. Let's see. Hey, do you want Get Lost, Mr. Chips? Do you want Bubble Fest? Liquid? You want liquid? Okay, liquid. I told you you'd forget about attach. Okay, liquid. Sometimes if I scroll through them like that. Sometimes if I scroll through them like that, he'll forget which one he wants and he'll see something else he likes. Crafty. Let's see. All right. AJ Holland, news on the meeting yesterday. You hear things. I think they were all briefed on Will Wade, talked about Joe Oliva, the administration. I think the agenda item was potential lawsuit against the university. I think that has to do with the Greek system. But I do believe they were also briefed on Wade and Oliva, etc. Justin Reyes, aside from one swing from Beloso, last night was hard to watch the plate. They continued to all swing at the first pitch. Being aggressive, man. I don't like it. I don't. That's how, I think in the third they had a 5-pitch inning. It's, like, you just got to make guys work harder than that. That's such a boost emotionally for your opponent and so devastating for your team when you have a 5-pitch inning. When you allow a pitcher a 5-pitch inning. You got to make him work harder, man. Oh, man, I want an elephant blanket. Are you talking about cookie elephant, Scott, perhaps? Shelby Kelly, Craig Schilling, Stephen Miller, what's up? Hayden Tassan, good morning, Ben Clark. What's up, Dad? Good morning, Colby Schopfer, Blake Dayrees. Alvino, that a boy. 265.7. Keep it going, man. Scott Borch, good morning. Let's see, Justin, not bummed they lost. Bummed the plate problems don't seem to be going away anytime soon. Look, at this point, Justin, here's what you got to understand about this team offensively. I think we have to accept, okay? I've said it and I'll continue to say it. I'll say it exactly this way until I find a better way to say it. There are 5 guys in this lineup can hit. 5. You know that Smith, Watson, Duplantis, Reed, and Cabrera can hit. You know those 5 guys can hit. They're not all going to hit every night. They're certainly not all going to hit on the same night. When they do, it looks really good. When they don't, it magnifies the problem at the bottom of the lineup. Brant Broussard is not a good hitter. He continues to hit the ball in the air, which is just mind-numbing. He did have a sac fly last night because he hits everything in the air. He's Willie Mays Hayes. And it's, for a guy that fast to hit the ball in the air every single time is nauseating. Like, that's something that's actually starting to piss me off, to see Brant Broussard continue to hit the ball in the air. That's got to stop. But it's not going to because nobody's telling him anything, and that's a problem. That's one. Cade Beloso has been hot and cold. He had a great night last night. If he could find a groove consistently, awesome. We know Saul Garza isn't good. Who else hit last night? DiGiacomo batted second last night. I love the fact that DiGiacomo knows how to get on base and has great speed. But anything get out of those guys is lagniappe at this point. But when you take Reed and Watson out of the lineup, 2 of the 5 guys you trust, 40% of the offense you're counting on comes out of the lineup when they're hurt. Like, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any question. That's an issue. You need those guys back, healthy, so you get your core 5 offensive guys intact, and then you hope that when Gavin Dugas comes back, he can take Brent Broussard's spot and be a consistent bat in the bottom third of your lineup. That's your hope. It's another right-handed bat and one that was producing for you at the beginning of the season and doesn't hit every ball in the air like Brent Broussard does. Ronnie Dugas, Joey Painage, Travis McGraw, Chase Livingston, good morning. Irfan Saad, good morning. Ryan Blanchard, I started watching LSU baseball in the 90s. This is the first time in my life I'm seeing kids treat this game like a chore. Zero passion, no spark, no leadership. Just a boring team to watch. It's pretty depressing. Man. Michael and Catherine. Man, Ryan, you missed the smoke of valor. Ryan. Ryan. So funny. As far as it's a boring team to watch, it's pretty clear they don't have any passion for the midweek games. I think that's absolutely a reflection of the coach. Many of you have pointed that out before. I think when Maneri comes out and says, oh, we lose a midweek game and the sky's falling, the players hear that, and I think they let their guard down in the midweek. They also have to elevate in the weekend, which they've done to this point. There's still one game out of first place in the SEC. This is why it's hard for me to reconcile with the people that right now are saying what you're saying. Depressing, team stinks, no passion. At the halfway point of the conference schedule, they're 9-6. They're one game out of first place in the overall SEC standings. They have 2 road series wins over top 10 teams. And they did that without 2/3 of their rotation to start the season. Marceau and Hill were in the rotation to start the season. They're both on the shelf. And now your Friday night guy is on the shelf as well. So your entire starting rotation has been replaced. You've had how many pitchers hurt this year? Injured, shut down, arm soreness, whatever. And you still managed to be at 9-6, which, by the way, is the exact same spot you've been in the last 3 years, including your 2017 team that went to Omaha. You were 9-6 at this point. And now you get to face a Florida team at home, which is 6-9 in the conference, and then you're on the road against Alabama, which is 4-11, the worst team in the league. Your next 6 games, like, you should win the next 2 series. I mean, you win the next 2 series, you're positioned, Michael and Catherine, you're positioned with 3 series to go to win the league. What? I'm sorry. We're gonna use our words. Mimi. Mimi's coming. Mimi's gonna come see you today. What? You want the itsy bida? The itsy. Oh, how about this? The itsy bit spider when it was about. Dang it, rain, it was about around. Out can the sun and drive all the rain. The itsy bit spider when it was about again. Yay! Ababasa. Mimi's house. Awabasa. Home Depot. Mickey Mouse. Macy's. Arachnid. Elevator. Attach. Wow. Was that a wow with you? Wow. Okay. Thank you. Are you speaking gibberish? Agababedole? All right. Okay, Drew. Well, we'll see you later. Oop. Tripod's falling over there. Sorry about that, y'all. I look at the ceiling. Frame that up, sorry. Sorry for the wobbles there. All right. So anyway, my point is basically, for everyone who's super bummed about losing to Southern, losing to ULL, or whoever, it's just really hard for me to say this team stinks, there's no passion, they're not good, they're not, like all the things that people say, when you look and they're 1 game out of first place and they've won 2 road series against top 10 teams in the country, and by the way, had a chance to win all 3 games on the road at number 2 Georgia. It's hard. I mean, I get everything you're saying. It's all valid, but it's hard I can't just ignore the position they're in and the good that they've done and the fact that they're going to get healthier and better. It's not the loss, it's the how and why they lost. Charlie, the how and why. Like, kid made a good pitch. Like, the how, they got down 3-0 because 2 pitchers that are never going to throw a meaningful pitch this year walked guys in the 2nd and 3rd innings. They gave up 3 runs, put them in a hole. I'm okay with Ventmeyer giving up a jack. I mean, I don't like to see it, but it happens. The best pitchers in the world it's happened to. So, what are you talking about? Like, that's irrelevant, man. This CMAC, it's not uncharacteristic at this time for LSU to play badly. They aren't a good team. That's if they weren't. You know who's not a good team? Alabama at 4-11 in the conference. That's not a good team. Okay, to say they're not a good team is just wrong. You're not 9-6 in the league if you're a bad team. It's just that's not a smart thing to say. It's just not. You can say they're not inspired. You can say they don't play hard in midweeks. You can say they're battling some injury issues. All that's very fair, and that's very valid. But say they're not a good team. Like, if you're bad, you don't go on the road and beat Mississippi State 2 out of 3. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go beat A&M 2 out of 3, who's top 10 team. Come on. You're trying to trigger me this morning. It's amazing, like, how emotional people react to stupid weeknight games when you got Chase Costello and Will Rapole out there dealing for your team. I mean, if you desperately wanted to win that game last night when Todd Peterson gives you first inning and 7 pitches, you run back out there and say, go as long as you can. Go shut them down for 6 innings. Demoralize them. And he could have done it. Because it's not, they hit 260 as a team. But when Will Rapole and Chase Costello are up there walking leadoff guys, and of course they're going to. I mean, what do you think? Anyway. Whatever. James McGee, 600 the last 100 games of LSU baseball. Josh Bertucci, LSU's a mediocre team this year. Christ almighty. Victor Brumfield, what's up, man? Bianco wasn't pinch hitting. He started and played all game. Yeah, Bianco played third. He had to because they didn't have enough third baseman. He took a pitch for strike 3 in his first at bat. The guy just going fast now. Devin Kelly, Eric Sonier, good morning. Irfan loved the new Wally video. The best part was the black unis. When was the last time they wore those? Those were hideous, by the way. And that was a Smoke Laval injection. They had that sort of like wacky font they used. Also, I'm glad they're good riddance. The black uniforms are hideous. I'll disagree with you on that one, Irfan. Sam Dixon, Chip Major, but I did think they did a good job with the Wally video. Let's see. David Bailey. It was lucky swing and hit. Those happen to any player. I'll say. He is swinging the bat well, though. Kid put a good swing on it, man. It's okay. Brian Arsenault, Cassidy Russo, good morning. Dusty, next year we're going to schedule LSU units in a midweek game so we can lose to every Louisiana team. Ben Guillard, good morning. Look, I honestly believe the problem that LSU fans have more than anything, it's the pride. It's like the shot to your pride of losing to someone you like to call your little brother. Like, you don't like to think that other schools in the state should be able to compete with LSU, and so when you lose to them in something, like I think it's just a pride issue. It's a shot to your pride. When realistically, I don't care, man. I don't care that Chase Costello walked guys and Will Rapole walked guys. And I mean that you didn't have Reed or Watson. You're starting Bianco at third where he hasn't played all season. Bianco should have been playing at all. I mean, that's a guy that's not ready for this level. Brian, midweek games matter. One of the last 5 games matters. No, it doesn't, because you're 9-6 in the conference. And if you go win 2 out of 3 this weekend, you're 11-7 in the conference. And that's always going to matter more. Like, you can go win midweek games and still have your RPI drop. It's irrelevant, man. If you're a bubble team and you're just trying to get into regionals, then that matters. But when your ambition is national seed, it doesn't matter for that. It just doesn't. Take care of your business and conference play, because if you don't take care of your business and conference play, it doesn't matter what you do in the midweeks, because there's not enough clout there to be able to boost your resume. Brady Beacom, Mark Vitanovich, good morning. Trey Samaha, Mark, David Griffin of the Pelicans will announce today if Gentry keeps his job or not. Cool. Bentley Spears, panic button. David, I'd like to see Gio shorten his swing a tad. For a guy who doesn't hit for power, his swing is very long. I tend to agree. Dude bunted for a hit last night, too, which, by the way, I'm good with. If you're bunting for a hit, I'm fine with that. Denny Landry, good morning. Irfan Antoine's pressing too much. That I agree with. And he said the power surge has ruined him as a consistent hitter. I do agree with that. Same thing happened to Kramer 2 years ago. Kramer started hitting a few jacks, and all of a sudden he became a power hitter, hit everything in the air. Have you noticed how many times? Have you noticed how many times? Have you noticed how many times Antoine Duplantis has lazily popped up? He's trying to elevate everything. That's not his game. You on Rocco's boat? Anyway. Carrie Hughes, Yancey Benoit, good morning. Where was that? Huh, bud? Nick Torina, insert subtle softball plug here. Plug away, man. Hey, Beth DeVille, good morning. C-Mac, problem is Bruce Hart has to play now. At least he can leg one out or bunt, pop up. Thank you. We can agree on that, C-Mac. Attach. Hey, look, we're going to do Dad's show and then attach. Okay? Craig Savoy, good morning. How about, look at that, Drew DeVille. His 8th birthday is today. Shout out to Drew DeVille on his 8th birthday. Old big boy Drew. How about that, man? Big old dude. Drew, happy birthday. Have a awesome day at school. Study real hard and make sure that mom and dad give you a cake and all the presents you want and they let you stay up way past your bedtime. Because I said you could. Shout out, Drew DeVille. 8 years old today. Holler. Hey, when my Drew comes back, I'll get him to sing happy birthday to you. Brian Arsenault, can we get Drew to do Terrier's intro? Ryan. That's what he's saying is Ryan Kazam. It's funny when he's in the car and I'm on speakerphone, he'll say Ryan. He knows it's him. Let's see, Matt Boudreau, Mark Allen, David. It's sad the hitting coach is not correcting that. Hey, David, if you need a hitting coach, if you're a scholarship collegiate baseball player at LSU and you need a hitting coach to tell you stop hitting the ball in the air, I mean, come on. At some point, you got to look at the kid. Jesus. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, can you sing Happy Birthday, Drew? Happy
birthday, Manaka.
Hey, can you say Happy Birthday to Drew?
Mimi.
Happy birthday.
Mimi.
Mimi. Oh, go see Mimi.
Birthday.
Go see Mimi.
Michael Coughlin.
Happy birthday, Michael. Try, Drew. Sorry, bud.
Michael Coughlin.
Michael and Catherine. Hey, go see Mimi. Mark Allen. Let's see, Chris. If you're the Florida Bama, have a lefty, you can roll the ball across the plate. Good chance that she doesn't miss it. Hello, Shariah. Hello, Shariah. Yeah, C-Mac said if Florida Bama has a lefty, you can roll the ball across the plate. Good chance LSU doesn't win those series. Like, do you realize that all A&M had was lefties and they won that series? They beat Doc Sakis, they won on Sunday, and they damn near came back and won on Saturday after they got Asa Lacy out of the game. Like, come on, man. Like, be realistic. I'm not saying they're good handling lefties. Clearly they've struggled, but they found ways to win games, man. God, dog. Let's see, Mark Allen. Rumor mill going crazy in Shreveport on local radio programming. Joe Lee gone today and he smoked to that fire. Mark, I mean, look, man. I'm surprised you're the first one to ask. Listen, man. The smoke around the Joe Oliva situation has been billowing for weeks. And I'm not, listen to me. I'm not talking about message boards or what fans are saying, okay? I'm talking about people of influence who are trying to determine what the future of the athletic department is going to be. That smoke has been billowing for 2 weeks. Probably longer than that, but really, really going for 2 weeks. It would not surprise me at all if an announcement came today that it was that Joe Oliva was done, that they bought out his contract and he's finished. That would not surprise me if that happens today. It would also not surprise me if it doesn't happen until August. Neither, or any point in between. Neither point would surprise me. I think it's done before football season, but neither would surprise me. And, you know, I could tell you, I'm trying to choose my words very carefully here. I've had so many people I trust. I'm not talking about fans. I'm not talking about speculation. I'm talking about like informed people that are plugged in, that give me information, that have been wrong already on this story with when a leave is done. I mean, to the point where a couple of weeks ago I got a text message from someone I trust implicitly that said today's the day. Just that was it. And it wasn't the day, clearly. So I don't think there's any question. The movement is afoot. You have to be blind not to see it. And it's not because fans showed up at the arena with Joe's gotta go signs or anything like that, or fire or leave it. That's not why. Like we've talked about Richard Lipsey, board members, people of influence that have wanted Joe out. And there's been a stalemate on the board because of some board members that like him and some board members that don't, and they've just been at a stalemate. And ultimately something is going to give. And that's an inevitability. When that is, I'll wait for that. I ain't breaking the news. Hi. I'm not breaking the news. So maybe it's today. Maybe it will be today. I've heard everything that fans have heard.
Okay.
Well, actually, I've heard way more than fans. Way more. I know way more about this than I ever care to know. Because it's not what I want to do. Oh. Anyway. Kerry Hughes. I don't think they stink or are bad, etc. But there does seem to be a disconnect that needs to be repaired. It's one I think can be fixed easily. Well, I hope they would hurry up and fix it. Let's see. CMAC, they started the year at number 1. Should be surprising they were being competitive against other top 10 teams. Well, if they stink, if they're not good, then no, they shouldn't be competitive against top 10 teams. Like, that's the point, man. They clearly don't stink. They've got enough talent. They got to get healthy. They got to have something good happen for them, man. I mean, quite honestly, like, they needed some good mojo, you know? And good weekend to start, man. Go have some good happen for you this weekend. Let Hilliard go throw BBs tomorrow night, win on Thursday, have Cole Henry come out on Friday and get you a series win. Try to go get a sweep on Saturday.
No. Okay.
Dusty, I'm not sure if we'll turn it around. We definitely have the ability to turn it around. They're 9-6. Like, turning it around would be like 22 conference wins. What?
Bye.
Clap hands for Mimi comes home. Okay. Let's see. Boyer DeReese, in my house, midweek games versus ULL matter. Now I have to listen to my brother-in-law talk smack over Easter weekend. Just ask him how many national championships they've won. Ask him when the last time they went to Omaha was. I mean, make fun of him for losing a home super regional 2 years ago when they led the nation in home runs. Okay. Tell him congratulations for scoring runs off of Chase Costello and Will Rapole. Whatever. Let's see. I gotta go quick. AJ, have we talked about receivers in beach volleyball yet? Oh, man. Anyway. Jacob Pusho. I'm not worried. Once these kids get healthy, we'll be the deepest team in the SEC. I agree, but they got to get healthy. Gloom and doom from midweek game, right, Tim? Leroy Blanchard, Derek Bordelon, Shelby Kelly, every kid, every Louisiana team plays LSU tough every game. Louisiana has great talent. Louisiana Lafayette, ULL. Oh, I see what you're saying, like the state of Louisiana has great talent. Got it. Jamie Levine, I don't know how you deal with this day in and day out. It's exhausting listening to the best fans in college baseball. Wish we could support the team and let the season play out. It would be different, Jamie, if we hadn't seen this over and over and over every year. But we see the same blueprint over and over every year. And every baseball team, every year, every season, always has road bumps. Speed bumps. They all do. Everyone. I mean, Arkansas is a top 10 team right now. They lost 2 out of 3 this past weekend. Almost got swept by Vanderbilt. They'd have a 5-run ninth to avoid being swept. It's a top 10 team in the country. They sting? Oh, it was a series. It happens. Corey Gotro, what's up? Ray, good morning. Daniel Guidry, John Cunningham, good morning. Craig Two-Guy, you should see the meltdown on TD. People are losing their minds. Makes me glad I don't start watching baseball till half to 2/3 of the season in. Not bad. Probably pretty smart. Hey, Uncle Benny, good morning. Denny Landry, I agree 100% they'll be there at the end. They just always are, man. I mean, they just always are. I'll rely on precedent. I'll rely on... Cobble tweeted this last night. Hang on. Let me show you all this. Let's see. So last night, Cobble tweeted this graphic. Last year, at this point in the conference schedule, LSU was 9-6 in conference. In 2017, when they went to Omaha and almost won the national championship, at this point in the season, 9-6 in conference. In 2016, the year they were a national seed and lost to Coastal Carolina, at this point they were 9-6 in conference. In 2015, one of the greatest regular seasons LSU ever had. At this point in the season, they were 9-5 in conference because they had a game rained out. The last 4 years, this is the 5th straight year they're in the exact same spot they are halfway through with 9 wins. 5 straight years, exact same spot, 9 wins, halfway point of the conference schedule. Anyway. But, whatever. Shelby, biggest problem for me is he approaches the plate. It's amazing guys aren't seeming to buy into Ochinko and his approach. Hard for me to believe he's going out there telling guys like Antoine and Brant to aim for the fence every AB. It's true. But then again, saw the same thing with Kramer 2 years ago. But I agree. Neil Ripley, real question is why Moffitt didn't go more than an inning. Because they wanted everybody to throw an inning. They wanted to use 9 pitchers, have everybody throw an inning, and make sure everybody was available for Thursday, especially because you're going into a series without Hess. So you're without your Friday guy, which means Hilliard has to step up, which means you're down one guy in the bullpen. And my guess is that means they're looking very seriously at using Clay Moffitt in a high-pressure role this weekend, not just an innings eater. I think they may actually have to use him, like they would have used McHale. Like he's the guy that steps up into that place. I trust Clay Moffitt now more than I do Chase Costello. Rocco, losing 5 out of 7 is no bueno. True. Being 9-6 in conference is. Let's see. Jamie Levine, just showing pictures of rings. There you go. Dusty, Florida has 1 lefty. C-Mag, not that there isn't talent there. Some pieces and injuries, but would you say the team is having to play 3 to 4 guys who can't hit 250 is a good team? I would say look at any batting lineup in the country, and it's rare that you have any team that hits 1 through 9. That's why that Kentucky team 2 years ago was just devastating because they hit 1 through 9. There was no let up in that lineup. The LSU team in 2015, they hit 1 through 9. It was devastating. There was no let up. That's a rarity. I also saw Florida win a national championship 2 years ago as one of the worst offenses in the SEC because they had dominant pitching. If LSU has Hess, Henry, Walker, Hill comes back, Marceau, maybe Hilliard continues to roll and he takes Walker's spot, whatever, and then you have Peterson and Beck and Fontenot, is that enough? Yeah, I think so. I think that's plenty of pitching to win, to beat anybody. Does it mean they will? I don't know. But the whole thing is you just got to put yourself in a position to play 2 home weekends in the postseason. And if you can win 2 weekends at the box, you go to Omaha. And then you see what happens. Maybe you get a good draw. Maybe it's your day. Maybe the other guy's pitcher has diarrhea and sucks. I don't know. You just hope it goes your way. Yeah. When you go to Omaha, you play your best, you take your shot, you go in an 8-team tournament, you try to win it. Try to win that tournament. But you got to get there. And the way you get there is by winning 2 home weekends in June.
Attach.
Buddy, I wish I knew which one attached was. I'm almost done. Okay, y'all. One more shout out to Brock Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We're coming down the home stretch, and I got to get rolling. Matt, have you ever tried? I guess it's E.H. Taylor single barrel. I had a friend suggesting I try it. That?
Attach.
Pretty good.
Attach.
Okay, after Dad showed, then attach, okay? Brandon DeVille, do you think the season's going forward, Maneri changes up fall season with pitchers being the arm soreness is an issue? Deep question there. I don't think so, because it's more Alan Dunn and his approach, and I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is guys, they're all freshmen. They're coming to campus with overworked arms, and they aren't ready for a college throwing program. Stephen Bro, what's your thoughts on what Feinbaum said? Talked about it yesterday on the show. There's a lot of people who think, well, Wade should have been fired. I don't care about that. My issue is him calling it a moral issue. Jay Bill said the same thing about moral compass, that there's no morality issue with paying a kid. There's a morality issue with Penn State covering up child rape. There's a morality issue with Baylor covering up rape. There's a morality issue with Urban Meyer and Ohio State covering up domestic abuse. That's a morality issue in my mind, not funneling money to a kid. Tim Whitten, isn't his contract up in July? I'll leave it next July of 2020. But he's essentially a lame duck admin. Hoot Palmario, good morning. Justin Hutchinson, Scott Pritchard, what's going on? When are they hiring a hitting coach? Never. Paul Melanson, Shelby released the possum. I'm actually down for that now. If that would get people to shut up a little bit, I would be okay with anybody. Seriously. If you are a possum trapper, if you're an outdoorsy person and you can trap a possum and bring it to the box and release it, I would make sure that you go in the Fan Hall of Fame. It would be my duty on air to make you fan famous. Like, you would go in the Fan Hall of Fame if someone would trap a possum and release it this weekend at the box against Florida. I would make sure you go in the Fan Hall of Fame. Dusty, I told Stephen Miller last night they should get Terry out there for a while to give them some batting tips. Terry Shipman, quote, they pay me to win games in June. Paul Maneri. It's true. That's how he feels about it. That's how Skip felt about it. People forget that, though. But that's how Skip felt about it, too. Should have taken Dwayne's 52-6 bet. I would have, but he wouldn't have paid, and he rolled anyway. I like the diarrhea play. Scott Pritchard, good morning, brother. Please get our kids a shout out at Edie White Baseball here in Thibodaux. 27-0, one district yesterday. There you go. 27-0, that's impressive. Congrats, man. That's awesome. AJ Holland, who is more furious at administration this past week? LSU fans are Talk 107.3 listeners. I'll go with LSU fans. Sam Dixon, hoping the guys can bounce back strong versus the Gators. We need something positive, enough of the negative waves. I agree with you. One weekend can do that for you, too. Matt, who you got in that Baltimore Orioles helmet? Yeah, I've showed you all this before. It's an autographed Cal Ripken Jr. batting helmet. It is autographed by Ripken Jr. So parents gave me that. It was in '96 when he broke Gehrig's record. I was moderately obsessed with his breaking that record. So that was a great gift. I loved it. I still do. Would you have them in studio Fan Hall of Fame? Yes, I would. Whoever releases a possum at Alec Box this weekend, if I know it's you and you did it, you prove it, I will absolutely put you on air. 100% put you on air. Come in studio if you want. Fan Hall of Fame. Have you ever heard from Dwayne from Thibodaux? Nope. Jacob Pusho, Matt, you say it all the time. Look at the big picture. LSU fans expect to win every game and every series, no matter context or what the outlook is in the future. True. So it annoys people that I'm just willing to be patient through a baseball season. That's what annoys people most. That I don't get all emotional and reactionary when they lose a game or a series, because if you do that, if you ride the emotional roller coaster every single game in baseball, you will drive yourself nuts because there's so many games. Okay, that's the end of the comments. Attach. Okay, we're going to say bye to Dad Show, Drew. Can you say bye to Dad Show? Can we say Brock?
Bye, Brock.
Did you say bye, Brock? What about bye, Dad Show?
Bye, Dad Show.
Can you blow everybody a kiss?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was very sweet. Hey, what are you going to do today?
Bye.
What are you going to do today? Where are you going to go?
Bye.
Bye. You're going to go to? Abilities. Very good. You can go to Abilities today. All right. Well, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.